Hello everyone, my name is Dr. William Nettleton. I serve as Medical Director for Calhoun County Public Health Department and also Kalamazoo County Health and Community Services Department. mRNA stands for messenger ribonucleic acid. And what mRNA really is instructions or code to make proteins. So how does the vaccine work? So there's a fat layer around that mRNA or that code that allows it to enter a cell. When it comes into a cell, it stays within the jelly of the cell. It does not go into the nucleus, therefore it does not change or alter your DNA. In the jelly of the cell, those instructions are used to then make proteins or antibodies to the virus that causes COVID-19. And when you have those antibodies, it protects you from getting sick and from getting COVID-19 disease. No, the vaccine cannot cause you to get COVID-19. A lot of folks actually get a headache or a pain at the injection site. They may have feeling tired, some joint pain, some muscle pain for a day or two after the vaccine. More commonly in younger people and more commonly after the second dose. You need 2 doses 3 weeks apart. And that's very important. Some folks might think, well, I get 1 dose, I'll be good. No, really the evidence is for 2 doses of the vaccine for you to be protected. Way back in January, when the coronavirus was discovered, the genetic sequence was posted online. That allowed scientists to get to work right away on a vaccine. Didn't require use of a live virus. Typically a live virus takes time to culture, to grow, and to do all the laboratory work. But they can hit the ground running with the mRNA given that they had the sequence. Also, safety was not compromised in the study as well. This was studied in over 43,000 people, half of which, so about 21,000 or so, got the vaccine. And it was found to be highly safe. If you have a history of severe allergic reaction, known as anaphylaxis, to any of the ingredients of the vaccine, talk to your doctor or your public health nurse about what those could be. The trial participants in the study didn't have enough people who were pregnant to make a conclusion with respect to evidence of safety and efficaciousness or effectiveness in those who are pregnant. However, having said that, this is not a live vaccine. Really, when we're concerned about vaccines for pregnant women is when it's a live vaccine. This is not a live vaccine. This is about thinking about your risk. If you're a healthcare worker, work in public health, or in a community with high prevalence of COVID-19, those are reasons to consider getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Particularly when we know that pregnant women suffer at a higher rate of complications for COVID-19. The trial also did not include enough folks to make a determination about safety and efficaciousness on lactating women. But again, this is not a live vaccine. The mRNA also does not last long in the cell or the body. And there is no data to support that it affects the mom or the child. So again, it's that risk assessment, particularly if you work in healthcare, particularly if you work in public health, and you're in a community with a lot of COVID-19 to inform your decision to get vaccinated. The answer to that is no. The answer to that question is no. You still need to continue to wear your mask physically and socially distance. Now wait a minute, doc, you may say, you just told me it's a highly efficacious vaccine. What does that, how does that work? Think of it as Swiss cheese. All these things we do to protect ourselves and our loved ones, we are doing in an effort to slow the spread of disease and reduce risk. So vaccine is still another tool in our toolbox to do that. Also, not everyone's going to be getting the vaccine at the same time. That there's a cultural expectation that we all got to be wearing masks, and you can still get sick with COVID even after the vaccine. It's in a smaller amount, as we see, since it's highly effective, but it's still possible. And it's another reason to continue to wear masks and physically distance. Another reason, the trials also looked at whether it prevented disease. Technically, we don't have the information of whether it actually stops transmission in the community, particularly for folks who don't have symptoms. We think it will, but that study needs to be concluded. Finally, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention also recommend all of the personal protective measures continue even after you get your COVID-19 vaccine. I do recommend for our staff to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. It significantly reduces your risk. It's highly efficacious. It has a strong safety profile. I would recommend it to my family when they're eligible, and I plan to get the vaccine ourselves. And as a physician, I not only take the medication to protect myself, but to protect you as my friend and colleague, protect my family, and also protect my patients as well. I'd be happy to answer any questions folks may have about the COVID-19 Pfizer vaccine.